Here's your WNEM TV5 News Update.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Colette Boyd. Here's a look at the top stories we're following today. More than 1 billion Catholics are mourning Pope Francis' death, he died at 88 years old this morning. Governor Whitmer released a statement on Pope Francis' death, saying in part, quote, Pope Francis was an inspiration to countless Michiganders and people around the world. He led with grace, compassion, and humility, adding, as we celebrate his life and mourn his death, let us live by the values he believed in: love, mercy, and compassion for all. The Reverend Bishop Robert Gruss from the Catholic Diocese of Saginaw also released a statement on Pope Francis' death, saying in part, his leadership challenged us to build bridges, not walls, to seek peace, not division, and to be a church that journeys with the wounded and the weary. We will have continuing coverage of the Pope's death on air and online. Well, still unfolding, a 20-year-old man has died following a motorcycle crash on I-69. Flint Township Police say the crash happened Saturday night on the highway near Miller Road. Maddox Lampter from Ingham County crashed into a guardrail and was thrown from the motorcycle. Investigators add he was wearing a helmet and died at the scene. Speed is believed to be a factor in that crash as the investigation continues. Now here's Diane with the First Alert forecast.
We've seen a lot of variations in the weather today, with some rainfall this morning, some sunshine mid-morning, and now just some cloud cover. But the winds are really going to pick up this afternoon, and that's going to be the new headline in our forecast. So you can see a lot of our winds coming in from the south and peaking around 35 miles per hour, but we can even see some of those winds later on today out of the southwest around 40 miles per hour. So it's still manageable, but it could be a little bit of a nuisance and kind of uncomfortable if you're trying to get something done outside. You may also notice the wind tugging at the steering wheel while driving home tonight. But our winds will shift to become more westerly and finally settle down around sunset, when we will see peak winds around 30 miles per hour. They settle down even more once we get into the overnight hours. Now, rain chances for today, just some lingering showers, so we just have that at 20%, so it's pretty low. We could even probably drop that even as those lingering showers right now are working their way through. We have just some evening rainfall Tuesday going into Wednesday. Thursday is our one dry day, and then Friday is going to be our best chance for us to be seeing some rainfall as we have our next system moving in. Now, the hour by hour, you can see it's just kind of hinting at some of that leftover moisture, though we have seen a decent line of some showers that have been pushing through. Now, the cloud cover for us is still going to be a little bit broken, but those clouds will try to actually fill in. However, it just doesn't do a good job as they pivot around. Some of us will have partly cloudy skies tonight. Others will have mostly cloudy skies. But going into Tuesday, we try to bring a little more sunshine in. But again, towards the evening, you can kind of see some hints of green showing up. We'll try to bring in some of those evening rain showers and kind of try to have them here by Wednesday, but it looks like it could be a little bit later and towards the evening. In the next 7 days, we will have 60s. That'll be on the map here. 73 by Thursday with that dry weather. That'll be a great day to get outside, do a picnic. But we do have the rainfall on Friday. Now, we have a lot of local events here for the weekend, and highs will be into the 50s, but it'll be great weather to get outside and have some fun here in mid-Michigan.
Remember to tune into WNEM TV5 on air and online 24/7 for the latest news, weather, and information.